All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and Merry Christmas to the city of Tucson and to the county of Pima.
Mm.
Yes, it's going down, and we are excited. I hope that everybody is getting excited for a wonderful holiday season for Christmas. God woke us up this morning. We are truly blessed. We have been in our right mind. We got life, health, and strength. What's to complain? You know, the Bible says in all things to give thanks, and so we're to be thankful. No, even in circumstances that we don't understand, we're to be happy and to be excited. And so we thank everybody for joining us. It's the Fresh Start Show with Dr. Holden Tom Cortez. We are in the building, and I am back. We are thankful for Tom holding down the fort while I was away. But I'm back in the building, and listen, we had an exciting time at the Palo Verde High School.
Come on.
Last Saturday.
Wow.
We did the Fresh Start giveaway with the holiday share with Tucson Unified School District with Jeff Sawyer and his team. And let me tell you, it was fantabulous. It was totally awesome to see all those cars from all the way to the back. And that traffic of cars just kept growing and growing and growing and coming and coming and coming.
Yeah.
All the way to like 12:40.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we did it again. And we are excited to be able to be have an opportunity and be in a position to put some smiles on some people's faces. And I cannot tell you, as we were greeting the cars and we made it a drive-through type of an event instead of a gathering, just because of the massive load. And I think we called it right. Because if we would count all the cars that come, that would tell you we would have got overcapacitated really, really quick.
Yeah.
So we're glad we switched it to a drive-through where people just rolled up, and the Santa elves and all of the community partners, volunteers got boxes and put those boxes and food in the trunks of cars of people that really need it. And shout out to Chief Chad Kazmar that was out there. And we ain't talking about just doing a drive-by for 10 minutes. He stayed out there for hours with us, greeting people. And I'm sure people was like, am I going to get arrested because he's in uniform and he's walking up to cars and they not sure what's going on. And he's saying, hey, how you doing? What's your name? So we really appreciate having a great police chief for Tucson. I'm so excited that Chief Kazmar is our chief for Tucson, represent us well. Very comprehensive community policing type of a leader. And he showed that. I said, hey, I need some help. I need some toys. I need some support. And the chief did not hesitate. Whatever you need, let's make it happen. And he made it happen, made sure his staff was there. We had one police officer there from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I mean, he was putting food boxes and toys in the car all day in uniform and bulletproof vests. I like, bro, you hot. I know you hot. But stay out there. I mean, it was just good vibes, good spirits. Laura Conover, our county attorney, was out there and
went right to work.
Went immediately right to work, putting toys and food into the cars of people. So we were just so excited to have a few officials come out and to partner with us and
Tucson
make things
Fire.
happen. Yes, exactly right. Tucson Fire. We're thankful for Community Bank. They gave so much food.
Man,
Fire department
kept coming.
too. I think fire department brought a U-Haul truck full of food. I mean, it's just really, really awesome. And we had so many people. I know for me, when I was up, going up to cars and meeting and greeting all of the ones that was in the cars, men and some of the women and some of the men I was like, man, we really, really thank you for doing this for him. You could see the emotion. You could see the tears in the eyes, the spirit of gratitude, the spirit of Christmas. And that's what it's all about. Tom was in the building, too. Tom, tell us what you saw, man.
Come on, bro. I mean, the line was incredible. I mean, you know, and every one of those vehicles represented at least 2 kids, you know, and some of them were like 5 kids, you know. Yeah. And it was like 2 or 3 gifts per kid, and there was a food box.
And some vehicles have multiple families in one vehicle.
Yeah, there were some people that came that didn't even have vehicles, so they set up for them to come back on Monday so that they would be taken care of. And toys kept coming, bro. And then the U-Haul came with more food, we hadn't even run out of food, but they came with more food. And the line kept coming, and the volunteers just kept cranking it out. A bunch of youngsters out there, just you know, pouring it out. You know, they were just going right up the line, just taking food box to every one of the vehicles. It was beautiful, bro. And seeing, you know, TPD out there, Tucson Fire out there, the church out there, members of the congregations from different churches out there. You know, that's community, bro.
It is.
And it's not looking at where we came from; it's looking at what we're doing. And what we were doing, man. You could see the relief on their faces. Those parents, and you were talking to a lot of them, man. And the burden that was taken off of their back that day by them being able to come out there. Oh, come on, bro.
And it was awesome. We had Goodwill out there, Lance Meek and Goodwill out there as well. And I think they brought a few toys. Then we had Larry Sparks with Juneteenth. President Juneteenth was out there as well. So we had some community stakeholders out there. And it was just totally awesome. My estimation, I'm probably saying around 400 cars that we probably serve. I'm still waiting to get the data. Jeff said he's going to get the data. And shout out to Jeff Sawyer and his team, the way they coordinated, the way they helped to organize. And he called me right up and said, hey, I think we should do a drive-through because I think we're going to get swamped really hard. I said, I trust you. So it was the smartest thing ever. I'm so glad.
Ran well.
Yeah, it ran really well.
You know, personal shoppers went to each vehicle. They got the list. They brought it to the others. And man,
it was cool. You
guys
should have saw that whole process.
It was
cool. That
cool.
process was super dope. You were exactly right. That the volunteers were like the helpers, and they would go to each car and write down what did they want, and they would go get a bag and put the toys in the bag, and then ask, hey, you want a food box with it? They're like, yeah, so they get a food box. Some got food box first, then was waiting on their toys. They say, hey, pop the trunk. So the parents didn't even have to get out the car or anything. I mean, it was just a full service one-stop
We only had
shop.
one fender bender.
Yeah, one fender bender, yes. Somebody was so excited they weren't paying attention, got their toys and bumped the next car.
And he did not pull out a ticket book.
No ticket book. Nobody got a ticket. Really, really good vibes. And that's what it's all about. Being able, we know right now that, you know, it's not easy for everyone. You know, some people really have some really tight budgets and some struggles. So to be able to say, you know, we were able to bring them food so they can have a Christmas dinner. And for them to get a few more toys under that tree, I just thought it was awesome.
Yeah, and a little extra food, bro. The fringes, you know, that helps, especially going to the market today, man. It's super expensive to buy food. I just went there, and I was doing the shopping for Christmas.
Oh my God!
And you know, I mean, it don't take but a few items, and you're already up there.
Man, listen, y'all heard, and then you know, everybody can't shop at Walmart, right? So, you know, you have certain grocery stores that's a little pricey. Safeway is one of them little pricey ones. And it's right down the street. I got to drive an extra 5 miles. Well, we're in the same area. So, you know, we got to go down that one street all the way down to Houghton. So, so we get it. So, and it was funny because, you know, I had some people roll up. They tried to show a little pride, like, well, I take the toys, but I said, do you want some food? I know you want the food. Go on and take the food, man. You know,
you're here.
Yeah, you're here. let us reap some blessings. Let us sow into you, man. So it was really good. Great. It was really great.
What a day, bro.
Yeah.
What a day. And I mean, everybody there, all the volunteers, they interacted so well, and they came from so many different backgrounds, and with law enforcement, Tucson Fire, and people from the church, and people from the
sororities. We have fraternities, sororities.
Yes, and we had a bunch of teenage youngsters there that was just busting it.
Yeah, I mean, and they weren't playing around. No. It wasn't like we were like, okay, guys, cut it out, quit playing, let's get serious. No, I mean, they were focused. They were committed.
What can we do next?
You know, I mean, they grind. They grind. I was really impressed with the young people. I mean, they grind from beginning to end, and also help break down and. You know, so it was.
I was a little worried in the morning, bro, because when I first saw it setting up and I saw that big old line, I was a little worried, and I was on you about it because, like, hey, man, are they going to be up? Because we know how to run an event. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, man, Tim, they rocked it, bro. That was very, very cool.
Yeah. They did a really, really great job, and so again, shout out to Jeff Sawyer for partner with us. I talked to him today. I called him and said, hey, man, I just wanted to call you to let you know. Man, you guys rock the house. Thank you for letting us come together and do something. We're better together, you know. And I would like to see more organizations team up. You know, I get it. You know, everybody doing this and doing that for the city. But, man, it's just awesome if we just find more ways, more reasons to align our mission when it makes sense to make a broader impact.
Sure, bro. We're living in a city that is... scattered. It's been shattered, and it's separated into all these little silos all over the place. And it's not just the people. It's the organizations. It's the businesses. It's the churches. And they're all working in their own little spot because they're protecting this and holding on to it. Please open your arms. Because the more we open our arms, the more capacity we have to embrace a greater number of people. Right? And I mean, look at what happened at Palo Verde, man. There, 8 organizations at least were represented there? Man, that was cool, bro. And none of them were like, we did this. Right. You know? It was all, hey, it was the result. People are going to have food on their table. There's going to be gifts under the tree. And there's going to be smiles, bro, and giggles and laughing. Right? On that Christmas morning when them kids open those gifts that otherwise they would not have had.
Yeah, and I wanted to, you know, I try to do self-reflecting too, you know, now that, you know, I'm older, I'm grown, I'm an adult, I'm a father, and the Lord has blessed me to have some success. I started thinking about, you know, my mother was a single parent and how she made Christmas happen.
Come on.
I just want to give shout out to my mother because, man, raising 2 boys with no husband, no fathers. My father never was at the table. My father never gave anything, ever. I don't know what it's like to get a birthday gift from my father. I don't know what it's like to get a Christmas gift from my father. So at my age, you know, I just do some self-reflecting and be like, man, and my mother pulled it off and make sure we had super dope Christmases. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, we ain't have much, but I don't know if I think she, you know, back in the day, we had Kmart, Layaway, and all that stuff. So there's stuff that don't even exist now. Layaway. But yeah, department stores used to have all these layaways, and my mom would go get all stuff I wanted, and if she had to pay almost all year, you know, to December, to make sure, you know, I had a really great Christmas. My brother had a really great Christmas. But you really don't think about that when you're young. But when you get older and you have your own family, your own kids, and making things happen. And I got way more resources than what my mother had raising me, you know. And so I don't know, you know, what you think about it, but it makes me think about my youth. I had really great Christmas experiences, having all kind of toys under the tree. You know, I'm thinking about I used to have a race car track. Man, like if you got one of them,
Hot Wheels. You had Hot Wheels. Yeah, I had the train and the whole bit.
Yeah, man. Like, man, I played that thing on Christmas for like 4 hours. Man, I burned that thing. I burned out the battery. I mean, those are just some of the things I remember coming up that really made Christmas special. What about you?
I mean, my dad was a police officer.
Oh yeah,
and a master plumber, and he was working all the time, bro. Because we had 5 boys and 1 girl, and my mom was at home raising the kids and doing all of that stuff. And every Christmas, bro, there was no reason for any of us to look at another child that got more, you know what I mean? My dad and my mom, they hooked it up, man, and we weren't rich, bro. I didn't know till years later. It cost my parents money to send us to pay for our school that we were in when we were kids, Catholic school, you know, and I didn't know that, and I would have rather had my dad home more, but I'll tell you what, bro, every one of them Christmases, we weren't wanting for nothing, man.
I remember, I don't know if you went there, but I remember almost having anxiety on Christmas Eve because I couldn't wait to get up to see what I had.
Talk about trauma.
Oh man. I mean, the adrenaline that was released, I couldn't go to sleep. I had insomnia. I remember those special days. I mean, because then my mom went in on making, like, when I got up on Christmas. We didn't do like what people doing now, where they open up gifts on Christmas Eve and it be wrapped up. That was funny. We didn't have a lot of wrapped because my mom put a big Christmas presentation on Christmas Day, so we didn't have all the gifts wrapped up under the tree. Breeze like barren, but I knew Christmas Day, it's on and popping. Like, and she would, they would spend all this time decorating it and assembling all this stuff. So I mean, all I had to do is just turn it on. I mean, put the batteries and everything. I mean, Christmas was really, really amazing, and I had so much to be thankful for. And again, I also say that you don't have to be a millionaire to celebrate and have a wonderful Christmas with your family. And like I say, we certainly wasn't rich. I know for a fact at this time we were on welfare, we were on all that stuff. But my mom knew how, and like I say, there was layaway. Department stores did layaway. That was a big thing coming up, where you can put and stock away money and pay on it all the way to the year, so you can have all kind of things. But I remember just having a great time on Christmas, and I think that it's wonderful because I'm gonna flip it. You know, we share gifts and show a spirit of giving. But God gave us the best gift.
Amen. And I mean, they call the birth of Christ on Christmas Day, bro. And that's what it is.
That's what it is all about. I know everybody got the secular side, and don't get me wrong, I love every part of Christmas. I'm not one of those holy rollers where I just don't like having fun. So I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. But make no mistake, there's a reason for Christmas, and there's a purpose for Christmas as far as the authentic, real reason, and that's because of the Son of God coming to the world. And it's his birthday.
And he keeps giving.
And he keeps giving. And like I said, God is giving the best gift. And nobody can be God-given. No matter how hard you try. And so I want people to be encouraged today. Budgets may not be where it wants. May not be making the money that you want. Maybe some things came up that making you a little cash strapped. It's okay. Well, number one, December is the last month of the year. So God has sustained us for 12 months. Ups and downs, hills and valleys, difficulties and challenges. God has supplied our every need for 12 long months. You may not have filet mignon, right? You may not have king crab legs, but thank God for what you do have. We made it to the end of the year. We're celebrating Christmas. And God give us some of the most basic stuff that Americans take for granted. We have clean water. We don't have to go from a well and drink from a dirty water that's infested with bacteria, like third world countries. Third
world countries. Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan. Yeah, you're right. My hometown. So in Mississippi, Jackson too. Mississippi. Yeah, you're right. So, so I don't want to take the time of the show. I just wanted to spend some time just making us all self-reflect to get ready for the real season of Christmas and get a spirit of Christmas.
And my prayer right now is, there's only a couple, less than 48 hours left, and you're going to be out there shopping, and it's wet out there. Please be careful, and please think about the ones that are sitting in the car seat. And think about the ones that are sitting in the passenger seat. You're not in that much of a hurry.
Yeah.
You'll get there when you get there, and you'll get done what you need to get done when it gets done. There ain't no need to rush anything. We're going to come into the new year together as long as we don't rush to get there.
Yeah.
So let's keep everybody safe and be safe out there. And our prayer is that the Lord walks in your footprints before you make them.
All right. That's awesome. Guys, listen, we want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. We want you to get the spirit of Christmas. We also want to keep our thoughts and prayers for those who have mental health issues, because we do know that the holidays can be really, really triggering. Even as a pastor, I had to bury a few of my members this year. Just recently, buried one of my ministers. So I was checking on the wife and things of that nature, and he's not going to be at the dinner table this Christmas. So I think about those things too, and there's a lot of grief going on. A lot of people have suffered some loss, and those loved ones are not going to be at that kitchen table or that dinner table, sitting in that favorite seat this year. And so we want to be keeping our prayers out for all of that. There's so much to be thankful for. I know right now the news is just crazy. I mean, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of what I'm seeing. It's for another episode.
Amen. For this episode, though, let's talk about the moment, bro. And that moment is love. And he poured out his love on this planet and on everybody in this planet so that we could have a future with him in it. So please take the time to just show it to somebody else. Just look at somebody else and say, how are you doing today? And stay for the answer.
Yeah, and donate too. Donate when you can. You don't have to donate, $1,000 or $500. Even when I go to Safeway or when I go to McDonald's, I think it's for the Ronald House, they're like, hey, you want to donate your change, and round it up. I always do that because it's bigger than us too. I think sometimes we get caught up and we forget that there's some people that really doesn't have basic needs. And if your couple dollars or roundups can make a difference, make sure that you also give back as well, because we are in the spirit of giving. We are in the season of giving. And I think a lot of time people think, well, I don't have all these thousands of dollars to give. You don't have to have all these thousands of dollars to give. A few dollars, makes the difference and can stretch. And when that few dollars are added with 10,000 other people that give a few dollars, man, you're making a big impact.
And we're running into tax season, bro. And you give something, and if you give something,
you can get that
choose with your heart and let your heart pick that thing, because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of good organizations out there doing a lot of good things, man. And they need help doing it to continue doing it. Us in particular,
start. We can always.
I mean, we got dreams, bro. I mean, we want this to grow. We're in Tucson. We're international. We need help doing it. And we'd love for people to come alongside us and with your wallets, with your prayers, with your help, with your hard work. Come alongside us, man, because we're changing lives, bro. And last year, I mean, just think about all the lives that got touched by Fresh Start over the last year, bro.
I know.
And just in the last month, in 2 months, the people restored rights. Seal Your Record. Second Chance. I mean, come on, man. I mean, what has transpired in the last year has been beautiful.
Yeah, it's just awesome. We're looking for another great time for 2024. Some great things we're going to be doing with Fresh Start. We're looking at, obviously, we're going to have the October Expo 2024. We already got our dates locked in with the TCC. And we're expecting to just continue to change lives and make an impact. And I'm excited about on the Sunday gonna be Christmas Eve. I didn't even connect that. I was like, it's gonna be Christmas Eve for Sunday. So go to somebody's church.
Come on.
Go to somebody's house of worship, and get an inspiring message about what Jesus being the real reason for the season. And we hope that your Christmas is gonna be great. Merry Christmas to everybody. I say there's going to be more for 2024, and it's an exciting year. So I know how it is. Everybody getting ready for their resolutions. I'm going to lose weight this year for real this time. I know I've been saying it all these other times. I'm going to do better, going to eat better. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to treat my body right. And we're going to build relationships and do whatever you need to be doing to make yourself the best version for yourself. And so we're getting ready to check out, but thank you for joining us. We're excited for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Please join us every Saturday at 7:30. A fresh start on 106 The Groove. God bless. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.